Welcome. I'm Mayor Nicole LaChapelle, and this is my Easthampton mayoral update. Each week, I share what has happened and what is happening in your municipal government and city. I want to start off with congratulations to the Easthampton High School boys basketball and hockey team for advancing to the respective playoffs. Best of luck going forward after great seasons due to tremendous dedication and hard work. And congratulations and thank you to Puzzled Escaped Games in the Mill District for choosing to expand their business in Easthampton. It was great fun to check out your new space. I ran on a platform of transparency, inclusion, and community-oriented effective governance. And it is my intent to see those values and priorities not only reflected in our legislative agenda and executive proposals, but also to see those priorities and values as a lived experience of what it means to be a member of the Easthampton community. It is my mission to make this city leaner and efficient in its functionality. I see this as the very essence of effective governance. In my view, effective government requires a constant examination of city policies, protocols, and practices, as we owe this city nothing less than our absolute best preparations for the future security and economic prosperity of Easthampton. And where we can find opportunities to better serve the people of this city, we owe it to them to do so. Entering the budget season, I'm beginning to meet with department heads to review the last fiscal year and this year's budget proposals and goals. These meetings are an opportunity to look at City Hall operations and spending as it does and can best align with our residents' expectations of our municipal government. I am looking and encouraging our department heads to look at customer service needs in real time and match those needs as close as possible to a central location to provide a one-stop shop experience for anyone entering City Hall. Our quality of life improves with responsive and the professionalism of our local government. I'm also excited to announce the steps that we have already taken to make our city much more inclusive and our government much more responsive. And the mayor's office, in particular, much more accessible. Over the last few weeks, I've been engaging citizens across our city, recruiting them to fill board seats on key boards that cannot meet without a quorum. Two prime examples of this is our Economic Development and Industry Council, as well as our Energy Commission. In the last week, I've started to shift payroll to one office under the Finance Director/Treasurer/Collector's Office. I've given job seekers, employees, and their family 1 point for personnel services. We're migrating the collection of fees to one office rather than separate offices throughout City Hall. We've been updating policies such as procurement, social media, as well as personnel policies due to our new time and attendance system. I'm also working hard to diversify mayoral communications with the community. This mayoral update every week, Ask Me Anythings on Facebook that focus on important community issues, playing cards at the Council of Aging. My office is working with community partners to schedule town halls across the city in the very near future. We're revamping process and format for which the city departments submit their budget proposals, aligning with best practices in municipal finance and increasing public understanding of how their tax dollars are spent by each department. I'm seeking grant money to modernize and increase access to budget documents and city operational information. Let me be clear. All of these initiatives become nothing but words if they are not executed in an efficient, professional manner by the mayor's office. I created a chief of staff position to ensure my vision and related initiatives happen by providing project detail and assistance to departments given the school consolidation project, search for a new superintendent, the introduction of cannabis-related industries, and the development of complex properties in Easthampton. A chief of staff does not supersede or replace the mayor under charter or statute, no more than the second in command on our police force and fire department do. As I promised over the last year to seek new grants and partnerships, I am compelled to make good on that promise with a mayor's office organized to take on that challenge. The assistance and technical skill of a chief of staff who can reach out and search those grants and partnerships, follow up with new inquiries from businesses and residents is imperative to our city's effectiveness addressing and best positioning itself with opportunities before us now. These realignments allow us to advocate for and raise the profile of our city in the region, state, and national level. Having a chief of staff position will broaden my accessibility to residents, prospective residents, and businesses, as well as department heads, and not build a wall between myself and others I serve and those who report to me. Early in the week, I filmed a public service announcement in support of the elementary and middle school consolidation project. I firmly believe that a community's values are shown by their commitment to public education. Not only do our students, families, and staff deserve a 21st century educational facility, we know that our city's economic success is linked to schools that prepare students for today's job market. The May 22nd vote to approve a new school is not about me or you, but our city and its future. The benefits of a new school right now will far outweigh the roles that we play as individuals and by far outlast the lives or tenures of those in office. That is why it is essential we seize upon this opportunity to make the necessary investments in the future of our city and the future leaders of this city, our children. We owe the children in the city nothing less but our absolute best preparations for the future security and economic prosperity of Easthampton. And that begins with making the necessary investments in education. Our City Council passed a resolution just last night in support of a new school, and I'm honored to have been asked to sign that resolution. I encourage community members to attend the next school building committee meeting on Tuesday, March 20th at 5 p.m. that will be followed by a public forum at 6 p.m. Both the meeting and the forum will be held at Easthampton High School. This meeting, as well as all public meetings, are listed on our city website, www.easthampton.org. In the coming months, I will be holding town halls in different locations across our city to discuss in person residents' concerns, but also ideas to better Easthampton as a whole. I thank those residents who have already reached out to me via email or calling my office to share those ideas. And in the meantime, I encourage residents to continue to reach out to my office by calling 413-529-1470 or email me directly at mayor@easthampton.org with questions and ideas. Thank you for entrusting me to be your mayor. I am humbled and excited to explore and execute all avenues that lead to a higher quality of life for all of Easthampton. Thank you to the staff of Easthampton Media for making this update possible, and I'll see you all next week.